Hi guys, welcome back again.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Join us today for shopping in Assalah, which we call it Tugari. Don't forget to write to us your questions in your own language and we will answer it by Arabic, بالعربي.
In het Nederlands.
English.
Ja suomeksi onnistuu myös iskeä tänne palavaa.
Uh, See you after the video.
You finding what you need?
Yes, and I always look at every shelf because you never know what you're going to find at Dahab. Maybe one week we stock a specific brand of something, you love it, and the next week it's not here. But anyway, we're lucky. We've got great honey, some lovely preserves, small selection of cereal up at the top. And yeah, this is your typical supermarket, more like a convenience store. But it works, and you can cook a lot of good recipes if you take your time and really look at the aisles.
Yeah. They always have a lot more than you think.
And if you can't find something, just ask. The guys speak English, and it's easy to ask and get anything you need. If they don't have it, they order it. After you've done your shopping, you go to the counter. The guys count it for you faster than you can.
Now we're all nicely in line.
Yes, you are.
There's too many of us.
Yeah. I'd be like,
That's Egyptian way. That's Egyptian way.
Yeah, that was good.
You can't trust the Dutch.
So you see, there's not really a waiting line. Everybody, if you just have a few items, you can just like stand up and like just they give the money and they're out in no time.
you have to stop them to give you plastic bags. So as soon as you see them grab a plastic bag, you want to
Yeah.
be like, nope, not my bag. Yeah.
So we're trying to get rid of the single-use plastic in Dahab, one bag at a time. Okay guys, where are we going next?
So yeah, we're gonna check out the fish because Thursdays I think there's a fish truck pulls up.
Yeah.
And right over there, so it's like a tiny fish market with some fresh fish from the Suez area, from the other side of the peninsula.
Okay, let's go.
Wow, they fresh.
Yes, fish fresh, хорошо.
Хорошо?
Yes.
Хорошо.
No Russia?
Нет.
انجليزي بريطانيا العظمى ايش تبع رجل قلب الاسد اللي هيفتح اشتغل يا عبده سيب الحاجه دي انت انا كنت جنبي ليه؟ روح يلا نضف يلا كفايه عليا وجع القلب يلا هشد شعر صدري عليك يلا كراب كابوريا جود كيفان كيفان بوري بوري
Very good fish. Bori. I think it's the same. Bori. I don't think it has the...
Something else, but
Where is the divers? عندكم شغل بلادكم؟ ماشي كده دول خلاص
The fish called yum.
يم 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 ماشي
Thank you.
Assalah Square, where all the shops for local shopping is.
Opposite the supermarket, we have a pharmacy where you can get all kinds of medicine and toiletry stuff. And over on that side, we have the vet, which all the cat lovers and dog lovers get the food and any injections they need. There you go.
Today I bought some dog food to feed all the street dogs. All of us have animals here, so we all need to feed them.
Great.
Alrighty. Yeah.
And we're lucky lucky to have a vet in town actually who
Yeah,
does
she's actually good.
surgery and she does a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Yeah,
And the supermarket behind us here is a little bit less crazy than the one you saw.
Yeah.
So if you like it a bit more quiet, fewer people, come to this side. There's a small supermarket behind us.
Let's go see.
In the meantime, we've picked up a guest with us.
Yeah.
He's quite a feature in town. I'm Abdullah. If you're in Dahab, you should know this guy here. He's tidy and he's amazing. He does all kinds of work, and yeah, he's coming along to he's curious, so we're lucky to have him.
ATMs, all cards work. ATMs from the National Bank of Egypt, so you can use any card you have from anywhere in the world. And most all products have, yes, of course in Arabic, but also in English, so you actually know what you are buying with pictures. And Pringles everywhere, also here. Okay, let's go see some chicken outside.
Time to get chicken!
Having some
You
chicken
don't want to
barbecue.
look at the signs usually, but that's showing you a tire place, which obviously isn't anymore. It's now the German bakery, which is really well known in Dahab. A really nice place to have kind of European style coffee, cakes, breakfast.
They're making fresh barbecue chicken.
Okay, yeah.
Making barbecue fresh chicken.
Okay, let's go quickly see. So one of the chickens from this barbie has ended up on the plate.
There, so they do fresh barbecue on the hot coals. So the fresh chickens.
Spiced up and then barbecue.
That's what the red only.
Yeah.
That's a Swiss flavor.
Aha. Okay, so this Radda is like wheat bran, right? Like
Radda is
rough part of the wheat.
yeah.
They use it to make a crust
Yeah.
for the fish.
Okay.
And you don't open it, you just cook it like that, and you clean it after it's cooked.
Right.
You
Okay.
take the radda and everything out,
Just
Then-
to kind of keep the
yeah.
moisture while
Yeah.
cooking it. Yeah.
mixture, and like doesn't let it stuck into the grill. So when it's finished, you just take the radda and the shells and the skins away. Then take also the inside away and the head away, and you just eat the meat. Basically.
Cool.
So yeah, you've seen the German bakery, and this is the Egyptian bakery. Really popular in the evening. They have fresh breads, they have cakes, they have all kinds of little pastries, and the traditional Egyptian sweets. So really nice place to check out. Get your bread.
So Lucy wants her fingers.
Lucy's is a customer here, a regular.
They have my favorite fingers. Freedom is here. Fingers. Mini pizzas, mini pizzas.
Oh yeah. You're in heaven.
This is like my heaven.
This is your good.
Uh-huh.
Your happy place.
A happy place.
Yeah.
People are thinking, when I'm
So you gonna buy fingers or no?
I would fingers, yes. Yeah, شوية.
عايزة تشتري بقى
بنتي تتكلم عربي احسن مني.
Usually they give me a plate and go help yourself.
انا بتخش اجيب اللي عايزاه مع نفسها.
Okay. شوية fingers. Yeah. Very good.
So where are you guys going now?
Oh, so next is veggie shopping. Yeah.
We're going to the beer shop.
It's beer shop.
Oh.
Yes, you see the big
Right
sign
here,
over
the
there?
Heineken sign over there.
That's where you get the booze.
So we have beer shops in Dahab. 6 or 7, I think. But on the Assalah Square we have 2. We have the imported beers, the Heinekens in different sizes, Then you have the local beers, Nora and Stella. Of course, far away from each other. They, I think it's competition to each other. Local wines, quite a big selection. Not great, but if you don't have anything else, will do. You have the red, white, and rosé.
And what's in this side?
You have some bubbly. Local bubbly is actually quite good. And then you have the hard alcohol. The gin is okay, the vodka is quite okay. The rest are kind of acquired taste.
Yeah, good for mixing.
For mixing, yeah.
Good for mixing.
You can do a lot of
Good
stuff.
for mixing.
And the local whiskey, the Egyptian whiskey, it's a little bit expensive. It's almost 30 euros for 1 liter bottle. So for Europeans, it's tad expensive, but it's actually quite good try.
The top one there?
This
yeah.
one.
That's a new one, huh? That's,
Yeah,
the
it
selections.
came out last year. They've been doing it for 8 years, and last year was the first year that they started selling it in the shops. And it's actually really good try on proper whiskey.
The selection is definitely better than it was. That's my favorite one. That's the one I like.
Shahrazad.
Shahrazad, yeah. Sugared white, good rosé.
Oh, and it's cooking fresh things right
Yeah,
now.
he's frying them up.
What are you cooking?
Falafel.
Ah, nice.
What is that? What the law? فلافل.
Fresh falafel.
Oh, that's good. You gotta try them now. Ooh, it's hot.
Fresh, yeah.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Oh, very hot from the oil.
I'm the one who eats everything, not you.
Well, fresh falafel, we all eat.
So we're gonna do some vegetable shopping. This is my favorite part of shopping. Today it looks like we have some really good bananas. Let's go inside and see.
And you won't find everything all year round here, which is a good thing. But you will find strawberries when they're in season, mangoes when they're in season. Like
We eat seasonally because we have to.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, this. Grapes. Have you had a persimmon? This is not a tomato. It's persimmon. And absolutely delicious.
you know what they call it in Arabic?
What do they call them? Kaka.
And what you call
That's
it?
my favorite.
I love kaka.
So yeah, here you put stuff in a bag, and then you put it on the scale, or the guy who's working here will do it for you.
And it's very anti-plastic.
Yeah. So just bit by bit, kilo of apples, just over. Fine.
5 euros. All of it.
Yeah, it's a bag full of fruit and vegetables.
So what did you get with this 5 euros?
Beetroot, potatoes, kilo of apples,
Bananas.
more than kilo of them.
Iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Got a lot.
Big bag.
Salam.
Jabran.
I used to import this.
Me too. This is always in my suitcase.
Yeah, parchment paper.
Yeah.
It's the first time we see it in Dahab, so
We get very excited when we find new things.
every year.
Yeah.
Now you can use it. I'll let you use it. Like, don't use my imported baking paper.
I know. You see it, you buy 10.
Yeah.
You might not be there.
Baking paper. But our friend Gracie is not here today. Unfortunately, she can't buy her big lollipop. This is Gracie's lollipop. But today she can't be with us. Because she went diving this morning and very tired. So later she'll come buy her lollipop.
Load and
I think gin and tonic on the menu tonight.
Tonic is one of the things you also buy when you find it.
Yeah.
On big bottle.
Yeah, no, the map gone. So yeah, if you've done some shopping or it's really hot or whatever, if you want to get a car, you'll find them anywhere.
You forget your.
Oh,
Shop around.
that's nice.
Is all the shopping you have now?
We got all the stuff.
Yep, we got everything. So every car is a taxi. You just stop any car and tell them where you want to go. You sit in front.
Lucy with her bike.
Stepped into a taxi. The driver will know. And everybody knows Lucy. As you would have seen before.
Lucy riding her bike. Lucy tour.
يا حبيبي نعم طب ماشي يا عبدو شوف انت عاوز تاكل فين يا صاحبي شوف يلا انت عاوز تاكل فين يا عبدو اعمل حسابي معاك يلا هجيلك شوف هجيلك فين يلا هجيلك
Alright, that was our Assalah shopping trip.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See you. Bye.
Okay, welcome back to the studio part of the program today. So that was us shopping in Assalah. The point of the program of the episode today is just to show you that almost everything you can imagine is available and easy to do shopping here. And the quality of the stuff is such an amazing. I mean, the fruits that you get, it's all fresh. It's literally picked from the tree the day before, and you go and buy it. And you can, veggies, don't get me started. I mean, tomatoes and cucumbers.
So much flavor. Yeah.
Can't even compare to the stuff we buy in Finland. Sorry, guys, but it's horrible what you're eating there.
Yeah, it's much fresher for sure. Because I mean, you're here in the middle of the desert basically, so not much is grown around here. There's like a few small organic farms around, but they produce very little. So the bulk of our stuff all comes from Cairo, comes from the Nile Delta, from that sort of area, big area north of Cairo, and it's picked, put on trucks, and then next day it will be here. Next day it's offloaded here. So kind of depends on the temperatures here, how long it will stay fresh, because it's out in the open. But we get deliveries a couple of times a week.
You learn to shop little bit by little bit. You don't buy 10 kilos of potatoes.
Yes. Yeah.
You would buy a kilo or something like this, because then it could sit on the bench and then you have to buy more. So
Yeah. And you learn to first go to the shop, see what's there.
Yeah.
And see, what's fresh, what looks good, what's in season, and then just get that and
then figure out what you're going to do with
exactly.
it.
About 3 shops. Usually you buy tomato from this one, cucumber from this one. Like you go into the shop and choose what's fresh and
learn
just
when
buy
the trucks
it.
come too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We know the delivery days.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So we
We're
get
there
the
in the
good
morning. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And also the chicken, you can get it also here like fresh and
organic.
Actually, you could choose it alive, and he will kill it for you, and
it's very
you
common.
cook it or take it to some shop to cook it for you, barbecue it. It's also fresh. We have the frozen one, but we have the fresh one as well.
Yeah.
I mean, first time I moved here, and I went to supermarket, and on the freezer there's Brazilian meat. I was like, really? Like, look where we are. It's a small place in Sinai. We have Brazilian meat. We have proper steaks here, mate. I found that incredible. I mean, of course, it's a global economy now, and everything is sold everywhere. We have New Zealand butter and Brazilian meat, and the salmon from Norway,
Yeah.
and it's available.
Canadian maple syrup.
Canadian
And that
maple
too.
syrup.
Yeah, we have
Right.
imported products. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a very small place tucked away right here, but we have access to stuff that you need on your everyday life.
And it's
Yes.
improved over the years that we've lived here, even, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
The availability of it, the
Yeah.
10, 12 years we've been here, it's really,
Mm.
there's a lot more variety of products, a lot
Yes.
more.
like the Egyptian whiskey. I mean, that's
That
you
was a surprise
discovered
to
for
me.
me. Like, wow.
That was a
Yeah.
surprise for me because it's actually so well done
Yeah.
that it beats a lot of mixed whiskies that I've tried before. It's better than that.
Yeah.
You can put a little bit cheaper Ballantines and that side by side, and you cannot tell which is which. Which tells me that they are on the right track. Yeah, it's an art form, and it
It's
takes
im-
time
yeah,
to
it is
develop something
improving,
really
it's
good.
improving.
Yeah.
But it's a very good start, and
Yeah.
you don't expect to find it here.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people would even be surprised to find alcohol at all, like in the.
Yeah, exactly.
And the number of alcohol shops that we
Yeah.
have here. I mean, partly because we're in a tourism
Touristic,
place and we have a lot of foreigners living here, but
Yeah.
that's all of that is produced in Egypt. Like
Yes.
everything that is in those shops, the drinky shops,
Yeah.
is produced in Egypt.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Huh.
On the local shops, you will never find any imported alcohol here. So some stuff made with license, like Heineken and vodka ID and stuff like that, that is sold elsewhere in the world. But normally it's just local
Yeah.
production. But it's getting better and better. Seasonal. We have the fruits that are seasonal, and that kind of directs, same as veggies. We buy them when they are in season, and then do what you do with those. It's actually the same with the wine, because the red wine, for example, in the very hot summertime,
Yeah.
it's transported from Cairo to here. It's on the car that is not refrigerated for 3 days. In worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So it's not great when it arrives here. So red wine is only for winters. That's seasonal too.
Yeah.
The
And,
same
and you
with
look for a
lot of
shop
other
that
stuff.
keeps temperatures and
Yes,
that.
who
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the fridge and
Yeah.
keeps them
Yeah,
cool.
have the
Yeah.
aircon on.
I
Yeah.
think what we found out that's the temperature is makes different in storing any alcohol. Like if
Especially
you have the
wine.
right temperature for it, you would have the good quality.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the red wine is actually really good when it's fresh and delivered the right way.
Yeah.
The wineries, the vineyards that they have in Delta, they are big, and then they've done a really good job.
Yeah.
So they do know what they're doing, and they've been doing it for a long time.
Yes. Yeah.
I
they
mean, wine
produce
was
good stuff.
practically invented in the neighborhood, so
Yeah.
And the
makes sense.
fish,
Yeah.
we have the fish. It's like it's the Gulf of Aqaba and Sinai, like South Sinai, they're protected area. But we have fish in the video, like they usually get it from Suez and have it fresh, like fished like 1 or 2 days, and
Yeah.
they bring it to
brought over
here.
here.
So
Yeah.
still not totally fresh, but still fresh. You can
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
get it here, yeah, delivered here, and
Yeah.
the guy he will buy it with it by kilo, and then he will clean it for you and give it to you clean, just ready to cook.
So
Of
he's
course, you need to
implemented-
clean it after him a little bit, but at least you will get it
He's done the hand
Most-
washing.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have scales all
Yeah.
over your kitchen.
Yeah.
Or depends how. I
Yeah.
mean, some people take it and just cook it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
some people don't. I mean, I don't accept his cleaning. I have to clean it
Yeah,
again.
we
but
tend to
some-
clean it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but some people
So-
they like.
when are all these shops open?
Well, some of the shops they open 24 hours, and some they open like in the morning, early morning, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Some they open like at 10 o'clock. And now, with the corona saying usually they should close at 12, except the ones that they open for 24 hours.
Like
Yeah,
the
they
pharmacy and
And some
Some
supermarkets, they are
Yeah.
open 24 hours.
Yeah.
This one here, close to the mosque is 24/7.
Yeah.
The guy sleeps in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you knock and he opens.
Yeah, I mean, you won't find a sign on it saying like open from that to
No.
that, and
So-
they don't keep strict hours.
No, there might be an open-close sign, but it doesn't mean anything.
No, he
It's
might
not used.
If he's in there, then you can go
Yeah.
in
And
and
it's
ask
open.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to know your neighborhood where you are and just go and ask what time they open. And you don't need to be fluent in Arabic to do your shopping. They show you all the prices on a calculator, so you don't have to speak English or Arabic or any other language. You can still do the shopping here. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean, one thing people usually don't like is that the prices aren't written on it, and that's something to get used to, basically. That you don't see the prices usually on it. Sometimes it's written under it, but it's not always accurate. So
If you tell them that your price for the tuna is 17 on the shelf, he says, oh, it's
that's
an old one.
That was another type of tuna there.
That was year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to mention something in the video.
Yeah.
They show Abdullah, the guy, and they say he's Saidi.
Yeah.
I'm Saidi too.
Okay, you don't look like him.
So, what is Saidi?
Saidi, it means Upper Egyptian, which like come from the Upper Nile. You have the Nile Delta, which is end of the Nile, which goes to the Mediterranean Sea. And when you go to the beginning of the Nile towards Sudan and Ethiopia and this area, you're going up. South, you're going up. So that's called Upper because you are going up. And everybody comes from this area, like they call them Upper Egyptians. Yes, some of them, they wear the galabiya. I mean, when I'm in my village, I have a galabiya like him.
Yeah, which is the long robe that he's wearing.
Yeah, but it's not everybody wearing the galabiya. You can, I mean, this guy he's not really good educated, and he works doing the handiworks. Usually, you find him in the squares. You find him in Cairo, some squares. They will be sitting in the squares when you want to do any handy job like breaking wall or digging something or doing something like that.
So manual labor.
You go to this square and just pick up 2 or 3, make a deal with them about how much they're gonna cost, and they just do the job for you.
They're like day
It's
laborers.
easy.
It's very easy.
You don't go to an office to try to organize a day when you can get some workers from somewhere. You go to the workers and say you're available for 2 days or 3 days or whatever you need them for, and then agree on the price, and you go home and start working. It is really easy here in that respect.
And sometimes you get to know someone like Herman and Trisha. They know Abdullah. They have his telephone number. Whenever they need something, they will call him. He will come to do it. And if they need more man, they will ask him to bring some of his friends. And as soon as you get to know someone, then
and
you will be like, he's good. Then you work with him.
Exactly. But it's not only the Upper Egyptians wearing the galabiyas, right? I mean, you see other men here with the long robes.
The local Bedouins.
When in the video, when we went past the ATM machine, there was a Bedouin guy with his white shalabayah on. And his headdress, and that's very, very common.
So there is jalabayah and galabiya, and it depends on where from Egypt you are, which one you call it.
How you pronounce the j or the g.
But the white ones always Bedouins. The white thin ones always Bedouins. The big ones, the Upper Egyptians. Well, there is some jokes about this, like because they have like wide. Sleeves. They say the train can go inside.
Everything is big about them.
Easy.
So different styles.
Have you come across into anything that you can't get at all here?
Well,
that you would need?
We were talking about the parchment paper. That was a find. So sometimes you have those few items that you bring back maybe from your travels because you can't find them. And sometimes things are not there all the time, like this parchment paper. You'll find it once and then the next time they don't have it. So
that's right.
All in all, as time goes by, it's kind of you find whatever you need or you find a replacement. I mean,
You get very good at adjusting
Going
recipes to
Yeah.
make it in a different way. But say you don't have syrup,
Icing
you have
sugar.
molasses, or you have something, and you
Icing
can.
sugar. I use a blender. I just make icing sugar.
or you
and
make
put
it,
sugar in there. Yeah.
You make it.
You make more things.
You want a
from
tomato
scratch.
sauce? You buy tomatoes and make a
And you
tomato
make tomato
sauce.
sauce.
You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
buy a can or
Oh,
jar.
you'll never buy pasta sauce again after you make your own from
no.
fresh tomatoes.
Definitely.
Never.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a big
So
difference.
and so you wanna make tahina, sesame seed, and you
Yeah,
make tahina.
you can do that. I mean, now I'm at the point where when I'm in the Netherlands, I'm even missing stuff from here. Like that's how far we've come now. Like, I'm like, what do you mean you don't have tahina or only tiny pots for like €3? What is that? Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Today, we spent our day before this broadcast on a free diving competition in the neighborhood where we live. It's interesting, like on the Behind the Gate episodes, you can see what's behind the gate. In this house, you open the gate and there's a 30-meter full-on free diving, purpose-built pool on the yard. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And we had 2 national records made today, and we have quite a lot of material of that. And in case we manage to edit all of it before next Monday, you will see some free diving next Monday.
If not, you still can see some desert as well.
If not, then we take you to desert. Because we're doing that a lot.
A lot of good stuff to show. Yeah.
Thanks for joining today, and
Thank
please
remember,
ask questions if you have. Myös suomeksi.
In het Nederlands.
بالعربي.
New Zealand, yeah.
In Kiwi.
In Kiwi.